Alright people, welcome...
Wow!
Yes, I know, my drawing skills are awesome. Anyway, welcome back to another episode of the Paradox Analyzer. Today I'm gonna present you 6 predictions that will happen in the last season of Game of Thrones.
I'm going.
Where?
Someplace that isn't burning. Do you take me for my brother? Is being born Clegane a crime?
I'm pretty sure the Hound will fight his brother, the Mountain. Hate towards his brother is his only motivation. I mean, watch that scene.
People coming. You can shit later, there's people coming.
For fuck's sake, Bob, not that scene.
Has anyone ever told you the story of the Mountain and the Hound?
Yes, that one.
Lovely little tale of brotherly love. The Hound was just a pup. 6 years old, maybe. Gregor, a few years older. Already a big lad, already getting a bit of a reputation. Some lucky boys just born with a talent for violence. One evening, Gregor found his little brother playing with a toy by the fire. Gregor's toy. A wooden knight. Gregor never said a word. He just grabbed his brother by the scruff of his neck and shoved his face into the burning coals. Held him there, while the boy screamed, while his face melted.
You need to burn away that horrible bit there. Otherwise it's going to get infected and fester. I know you don't like fire, but if you don't do it right...
No fire.
It'll only take a second. It won't hurt that.
No fire! Any of these flaming fucking arrows come near me, I'll strangle you with your own guts.
I knew fear when I saw it in you. You're afraid of fire. When Beric's sword went up in flames, you looked like a scared little girl. And I know why too. I heard what your brother did to you. Press your face to the fire like you're a nice, juicy mutton chop.
You say your brother gave you that sword. My brother gave me this. It was just like you said a while back. Pressed me to the fire like I was a nice, juicy mutton chop.
Why?
Thought I stole one of his toys. I didn't steal it, I was just playing with it. The pain was bad. The smell was worse. But the worst thing was that it was my brother who did it. My father who protected him. Told everyone my bedding caught fire. Truth is, you're lucky. You don't want to be alone out here, girl. Someone worse than me would find you.
There's no one worse than you.
You never knew my brother. He once killed a man for snoring. It's plenty worse than me.
Ned Stark ordered me to execute your brother, in King Robert's name.
Ned Stark is dead. King Robert is dead. My brother's alive.
The Hound has been scarred for life, and it looks like he will take his vengeance. He will kill the Mountain with fire, because at this point, only fire can kill him.
I reckon you die a dozen more times over the next few days, but you didn't. What kept you going?
Hate.
There's a reason you're still here.
There's a reason I'm a big fucker and I'm tough to kill.
No reason. God's on, done with you yet?
Remember me? Yeah, you do. You're even fucking uglier than I am now. What do they do to you? Doesn't matter. That's not how it ends for you, brother. You know who's coming for you. You've always known.
I could imagine as well that Arya will join the fight and help the Hound.
The Red Woman. Beric Dondarrion. Thoros of Myr. Ilan Payne. The Mountain.
Would you shut up?
I can't sleep until I say the names.
The names of every fucking person in Westeros.
Only the ones I'm going to kill.
Hate's as good a thing as any to keep a person going. Better than most. We come across my brother. Maybe we can both cross a name off a list.
If you were here right now, what would you do?
Anyway, my second guess is... Throughout the show, there has been a lot of foreshadowing. Just take a look at these small examples.
We've met before, you know.
Have we? Strange, I've forgotten.
The Siege of Pike. We fought side by side one afternoon.
That's where you got your scar.
Aye. One of the Greyjoys nearly took my eye.
Go run back to Winterfell! I'll have your head on a spike!
Go buy yourself a golden hand and yourself with it.
Only a fool would meet the Dothraki in an open field.
What the fuck? Anyway, here's why I think there will be war in the Vale.
The Eyrie. They say it's impregnable. Give me 10 good men and some climbing spikes. I'll impregnate the bitch.
I like you.
Anyway, into the Eyrie.
The mountains are impassable. If you want to get to the Eyrie, you need to go through the Bloody Gate. Doesn't matter how large your army is. If you attack this gate, you do it on this road. 3 men abreast. And get slaughtered like goats. The first lords of the Vale didn't have much, but they had these mountains. And they knew how to use them. The fortress they built here has never been overcome, not once in 1,000 years. Know your strengths, use them wisely. And 1 man can be worth 10,000.
I think that's also the reason they changed the look of the Eyrie. I guess the end battle will be there. My third guess is... there are already a lot of people believe Bran will be the Night King, and let's be honest, he kinda looked like him. And they both show the same emotions. I mean, Bran, come on, what the f***? But I'm not going too much into that. Here are all connection between them. I mean, the Night King wants something from Bran. Not only did he create the same symbols, they actually been waiting for him. Then where the Three-Eyed Raven, aka Bran, was. Bran can walk into human and animals. The Night King has similar power. He could enter the cave only by touching Bran. What convinced me the most was that the Night King can see Bran in Bran's vision, even though no one could. For me, if someone repeats something in a show, it must be really important. Take a look at these, for example.
It is time to go.
Please, a little longer. You finally show me something I care about, and then you drag me away.
It is beautiful beneath the sea. But if you stay too long, you'll drown.
I wasn't drowning. I was home. Spending too much time in summer skin is dangerous. If you're trapped in summer for too long, you'll forget what it was to be human. What's in that tower? I want to go back there.
I've told you many times. Stay too long where you don't belong, and you will never return.
Why do I want to return? So I can be a cripple again. I didn't want anyone to die for me.
He died so you could find what you have lost.
You're going to help me walk again?
You'll never walk again. But you will fly.
Let's go to number 3. Well, this dagger has been present since the beginning and started all. There are some Valyrian steel weapons like these, for example.
Valyrian steel.
This is Valyrian steel.
But the Valyrian steel dagger is more special because it contained dragonglass in it. In the book from Samwell Tarly, written in this part. So it is the ultimate weapon to kill the Night King.
You mean Bran?
He's dead already.
Yeah, we will see if he is.
There's only one dagger like this in all of the 7 kingdoms.
Actually, in the first scene, this dagger almost killed Bran, so everything is possible.
Knowledge is power.
Alright, for this part, check out my previous video and Neo's one. He already did 2 about this topic and they are fantastic. The link is in the description. Last one. Okay, there will be a lot of death, but I especially talk about Jaime in this part and why I think he will die. Oh, by the way, there was even a foreshadowing for losing his hand. Check this out.
Without a hand, everything will fall to pieces.
I suppose this is where you tell me to give the job to your brother, Jaime.
He's known as the Kingslayer, and that bothers him a lot. He cares what people think of him. I think he will die in a heroic way.
Is that what you tell yourself at night? You're a servant of justice. That you were avenging my father when you shoved your sword in Aerys Targaryen's back.
Tell me, if I stabbed the Mad King in the belly instead of the back, would you admire me more?
You served him well. When serving was safe.
What about Aerys Targaryen? What did the Mad King say when you stabbed him in the back? I never asked. Did he call you a traitor? Did he plead for a reprieve?
You spend too much time worrying about what other people think of you.
I could care less what anyone thinks of me.
You know, that's what you want people to think of you.
It's the truth.
When you hear them whispering Kingslayer behind your back, doesn't it bother you?
Of course it bothers me.
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
Will you insult yourself, Kingslayer? You've been defeated by a boy. You're held captive by a boy. Perhaps you'll be killed by a boy.
You know what they call me? Kingslayer, Oathbreaker, man without honor.
Boy Tommen and the girl Marcella being born of incest between Cersei Lannister and her brother Jaime Lannister. By right of birth...
Jaime Lannister, the Kingslayer. Call him what he is.
I'm not father, I'm the Kingslayer. When people find out I can't slay a pigeon, what about my sins? I broke a sacred oath and stabbed my king in the back.
It doesn't matter. Here we are now. 2 Kingslayers.
We know what it's like to have them grovel to our faces and snigger behind our backs. We don't mind, do we?
You're obeying the fucking Kingslayer's commands.
The word of a Kingslayer.
The Kingslayer, brothers. You like it? I like it.
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer. They get Sir Jaime Lannister, the Kingslayer.
Kingslayer.
Safe journey, Kingslayer.
Kingslayer.
And her brother Jaime Lannister, the Kingslayer.
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer. Kingslayer.
Kingslayer. Kingslayers.
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer!
Kingslayer.
Kingslayer. The Kingslayer.
The Kingslayer. Kingslayer.
Kingslayer!
Kingslayer. You all despise me. Kingslayer. Oathbreaker. Man without honor. But what right?
The Kingslayer!
Jaime. My name's Jaime.
Goodbye, Sir Jaime.
For me, the biggest clue why he will perish is because of the Book of Brothers. In this book, it's mentioning only that he is a Kingslayer, nothing heroic, and I think that he will change, do something in which he will be remembered forever.
So this is the famous Book of Brothers. All the great deeds of all the great Kingsguard, huh? It's Arthur Dane. The Sword of the Morning. Led the attack on the Kingswood Brotherhood. Defeated the Smiling Knight in single combat. Sir Duncan the Tall. 4 pages for Sir Duncan. He must have been quite a man.
So they say.
Sir Jaime Lannister. Someone forgot to write down all your great deeds.
There's still time.
Is there? For a 40-year-old knight with one hand?
Knighted and named to the Kingsguard in his 16th year. At the sack of King's Landing, murdered his king, Aerys II. Pardoned by Robert Baratheon. Thereafter known as the Kingslayer.
It's the duty of the Lord Commander to fill those pages. And there's still room left in mine.
Perhaps you'll be killed by a boy.
Should I fail to persuade the Blackfish to surrender, and if you attack the castle, honor compels me to fight for Sansa's kin.
Of course it does.
To fight you.
Let's hope it doesn't come to that.
That would have been a shit way to die.
As far as I've seen, they're all shit ways to die.
Aye. But your lot had to give the singers a good ending.
I don't care what's sung about me when I'm dead.
No? How do you want to go?
In the arms of the woman I love.
Goodbye, Sir Jaime.
Right, people, give it a like and subscribe for more. And let me know in the comment what you think about what will happen in the last season. And now, the mashup.
And now it begins.
Now it ends.
Six.